Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of The Navigator. My name is Daniela Guevara and I'm currently on my last year of Digital Media Studies. Today I have Jaya and Sid with me. Jaya is a Master of Educational Leadership student and Sid is currently doing his MBA. Can you guys please introduce yourselves and tell me a little bit more of a background?
Yep, sure. So I am basically from a state in India called Kerala, from the southwest of India, from the city called Cochin. And I finished my bachelor's and master's in French. And right now, after a long gap, I thought, okay, I need to study, I need to climb a ladder. So I just came to VIU to do my master's in education leadership. And right now, I have only 3 more months. And after that, I'm done with my master's.
Cool. What about you, Sid?
Thank you. My name is Siddharth Mishra. I have my engineering background. I have a mechanical engineering degree and I'm currently doing my MBA. I'm in my 4th semester and I have a business background. So I have been working in my family business and I have an event management company of my own. So I plan on increasing that and bringing out its full potential.
Wow, that's so exciting. I feel like you guys have studied a lot and so knowledgeable.
Quite a lot.
So yeah,
Yes.
I'm really happy and excited that you came here to my podcast so we can discuss about like your lives and why did you decided to come here studying and all the events that you have been involved in campus, like, and how that helped you develop your leadership skills and all that. So thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting us. Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to know why you get passionate about like leadership, or like how did you started coming to events and things like that, and why did you decide to involve in campus?
All right. So let me start from where I started in VIU.
Yeah.
In 2023 September, we have the big ROCK VIU. So I came here for my orientation, and one day I was just walking through this Connect Fair. And I was thinking, oh, I need to get the ROCK VIU t-shirt, how can I get this t-shirt? Because it was looking like, oh, everybody's like, some of them are wearing it and they're like having this leadership qualities and walking around. So I went and asked my friend, like, hey, can I get this t-shirt? So he said, yeah, volunteer, be a volunteer, and you can actually get it. So I started volunteering for ROCK VIU 2023. From there, it started. ROCK VIU is the exact place where you can actually network with people, That's the best place.
sure.
You know that. You have been there. That's where I met Danny.
Yeah, I remember you volunteer on your very first semester. Like,
yeah.
it was the introduction to like the new students, and you were there. Like,
Yeah, I was there. I was giving out pizza. Yeah. And it was really, really an amazing experience, amazing memory. So from there, I always wanted to be a part of VIU, Before coming to Canada itself, I used to check the website. I'm like, okay, I really want to be involved in this university. I want to have my picture in their webpage. Yeah. That was my thing.
Have your name out there.
Yes, exactly. Like, you're here for something, not just for studies, right?
Yeah.
You're here to discover or learn the culture of a new country. So one day I saw this advertisement for the SLC, Student Leadership Circle, chairperson, vice chairperson, and there were other opportunities. So I'm like, okay, I need a job. I didn't have a job at the time. So I need a job. I'm like, okay, let me apply for it. And I applied. I had a wonderful interview with Omar and Talani from the OCCEL team. And that's where I started my journey, VIU journey. I was elected as a vice chairperson for the student leadership. And until now, it had been an amazing opportunity. And if anybody get an opportunity to work with OCCEL, Office of Co-Curricular Engagement and Learning, please take it. So I started doing working as vice chairperson along with Natasha, amazing person. And now this year, I'm the chairperson for SLC, along with Jomi, another amazing person. Then there are multiple opportunities. Then the election came, student union. Yeah,
election.
Just for fun. Just for fun when I did the nomination, never expected, got selected as the board of directors and Senate representative. And that's where the big picture happens. You start to get to meet the president, everybody from the admin section and the staff, and you sit with them. You interact with them and know what's happening. Not in the academics, but behind the picture, like how an organization runs, how things are happening in a university. That's where I got the experience like, oh my Lord. And this is why I'm doing educational leadership, to, carry forward in my career, to start up a school and stuff like that. So if anybody get an opportunity, they have to do this. If they want to become a leader, know what the other leaders are learning. Doing. They're also learning along with us. Everybody, yeah. So that's where I got the opportunity to climb the ladder slowly. Became the graduate student representative for my faculty of education, because you start networking with people, people will come to know about you. Talk. It's not like, oh, you stand up there, but talk to them. Go talk. How we talk, right? So like that, you can slowly climb. And I'm not going to talk much about certain things, because I know Sid and we have worked together in a lot of different projects. I will give that opportunity for him about volunteering, ROCK VIU. You can talk about it. And
I think that's like the main thing to start. Like
ROCK VIU.
Like ROCK VIU, or just in general volunteering.
Exactly.
I think that's like something
you
really
started there, right? Way before me, So
slowly, and then that's how I started meeting people. Like I felt like when I just came here, I didn't knew anyone. Like on my
you
first
told me
year,
that, yeah.
I remember like I was like, I don't know anyone. Like, but then after volunteering for ROCK VIU, I met like one of my best friends right now, and we became so close. Like in a matter of like hours, I guess. And then since then, like we've been like in this journey together, and that's something that I was really grateful with the OCCEL family and like ROCK VIU, because of them I made the friends now that they're part of my family too.
Yeah.
So
it's like when everybody feels lost here. You know that, right? I was lost. I was feeling lonely, far away from my home, and nobody there. And that's when, it's clicked me like, oh, I need to find something. I need to keep going, do something so that my brain is like, it doesn't shut down.
Yeah.
That's when ROCK VIU happened. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to keep myself busy. Not only studying, like stuck in the library. No, get out there, meet people, talk to people. Exactly, so you won't get depressed. That's what I want to tell out to every student or anybody out there. Like, just motivate yourself. Even if you are an introvert, just tell yourself that you need someone in life. You need people. You need to talk, communicate, not hide under a shell, and say that, oh, things will come to me. No, you have to go chasing for that. Yeah, so that's where the leadership journey starts. Chase things that you want. You will get it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So as you said, when I came in here, I didn't have any friends either, but I'm not an introvert, so I'm not gonna sit inside my room. So that's why even I worked as a volunteer for my own orientation. So while my classmates were sitting and attending their orientation, I was a part of the volunteer club, making sure that the working was going on, because I have always been in customer service industry. So I enjoy like making people smile, making sure everything goes along flawlessly. So when I became a part of the VIU, ROCK VIU volunteers, I had so much fun. I met so many people. I made connection in different directions. And not just VIU, there's a really beautiful community out here in Nanaimo. So there are different things going on in Nanaimo. I got a opportunity to volunteer for them as well. I was a part of the Nanaimo Chamber of Commerce. We both were. We did the night market. Hopefully
That's really one of the best places for meeting the community, as Sid said, it's amazing.
Yeah, we had a total of 150 vendors in there. All small businesses who came from different parts of Nanaimo, Parksville, Ladysmith, even Victoria. Yeah, so we got to see a lot of different arts, different kinds of culture in Nanaimo, which we couldn't have known of. We met the person from Guess What I See. He makes drawings on records. He has carved different pictures like Elvis Presley. He carved Indian goddesses on records, on old records. And we have one too. So it was a really good opportunity to meet those kind of people, as well as being in the chamber. We got to work with the chamber as well. So we got a functioning of how So businesses work in Nanaimo, how they kind of stick together in order to help each other grow. So this is a really beautiful thing which attracted me. So I wanted to be more in the community. So we even went on with Costco to be their marketing representative. So we work around throughout the city to meet more people and in order to build further connections.
Yeah.
So it has always been helpful to move out of the box, go out, meet around new people. It's always, the connections are not always beneficial right away, but the people you meet, when they remember you, when you meet them out in person, then they acknowledge you, and then you have small talks, you go through how you're doing and how you could do better. It's always good to have them in this new place, as I know everyone who comes here left a lot in their background and then came over here to a new place. Everyone is a bit timid, but in order to grow through that, people have been coming here previously as well. They have been successful too.
Yeah.
So it's always good to know from them, how did they succeed, what are the challenges they face, how did they conquer them.
Yeah, and how you can be part of the community as well. Like,
Yep.
so just getting yourself out there and talking to people and
Yeah, there
growing
are
your
like
connection.
various events in the community. You just go meet them. It's like good to know how they are doing. You feel happy, like if they are doing good, if they had a new member in the family. It's always good and exciting to get these kind of news. And always like it brings you a little bit out of your shell and makes you a bit more comfortable with the community once you get to know them and they get to know you too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So I wanted to add what he said about the leadership one. There are so many workshops that we have here within the campus, which
you
is
do like once a month, right?
yeah, and it's free for the students, okay? And we focus on the VIU graduate attributes. It's like a lot of things, collaboration, communication, so many things are there. So just attend the workshops. I know people think that, oh my God, I'm wasting my time, 2 hours, assignments are there, this is there. But that is the place where you learn so much and you get to even ask questions what you have doubts on, and you meet people
Yeah.
after that,
And especially you meet people that are not in your same program. Because like when you go
Exactly.
to classes, you're only with people that are doing the same things that you're doing.
Exactly.
But if you go to these workshops, that you can learn from people that are doing like MBAs or
Yeah.
undergrads, and like everyone together
Yeah.
can learn from each other.
Exactly. So,
That's a great opportunity.
so we have SLC, we have VILC, Vancouver Island
Yeah.
Leadership Conference. Once a year, VIU actually they do it. There are so many other workshops which is conducted by different faculty. So go for at least few of them, and learn from these things and talk to people, network, talk to the faculty.
Even if you're shy, just
It's
like,
okay, just go say hi. They're not going to eat you up. So
Yeah.
just go say hi. So this is what like newcomers, they always ask like, oh, how did you get this job? Okay, everybody wants a job in VIU.
yeah.
How do you get the job in VIU? Just go talk. You know that, I know that,
Yeah.
he knows. Like, just have to go talk, say hi. Not immediately you'll get the job.
Yeah, but like if you're like always there, like people will have
Exactly,
your name in their mind. So,
exactly.
Like, when they need someone or when they need help, they're like, oh, I know this person.
This
They
person,
were in this
yeah.
event. They were doing this.
Exactly.
And like that's how I got my first job here at VIU.
Same.
I was just volunteering at
Same.
ROCK VIU, and then I saw they were doing the block parties for my faculty,
Yeah.
and then I decided to volunteer there
Yeah.
because I didn't know much people there. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna help, and then I was just helping around, and then a teacher saw like, oh, I see your potential, and then
Yeah.
do you want to work with me?
Yeah.
I started working there and just getting more and more involved. and-
Exactly, because when I had the block party, I was the block party leader. So
Yeah.
when I spoke about arts and humanities, the first name that came into my mind was your name. And even Tilani also, like, oh, Danny is there, that's it, everything is done. So it's like, you are there, we know. So just show your picture everywhere, like, just be there whenever people are calling you.
Self-promotion.
Yeah, I'm here, I'm volunteering, I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that I really like here in Canada, and maybe there's volunteering opportunities back in my country, but before I didn't saw that much
Same
of like
here.
a thing. Like
Yeah.
I was volunteering sometimes, but they don't really call like volunteering there.
Yeah, yeah.
But then here I was like, okay, let's do volunteering, and when I was talking to my family, I was like, what do you mean, like, you're volunteering? Like,
Yeah.
you're doing all these things for
For
free. And I'm
free,
like,
yeah.
well, like, it's not really, like, for free, because I'm getting the experience, I'm getting to talk to
Yep.
people, so it's not that I'm getting nothing out of it. Like,
Oh.
I get like, you get more of what you put
That's
there.
a misconception
So-
of people, like, oh, I am actually giving my time. In Canada, it's like hourly based. So whatever I give my hour, I need to get paid. If you want to get paid, just do the volunteering thing, or just do things for free, help people out, and then
Yeah.
you will get it. That's eventually you get it. That's for sure.
Yeah, and then it's good because you're putting something for the community.
Exactly.
And it's not just for yourself.
Exactly.
Like, I think that's something really valuable and something that I learned here on like my first year being in Canada, and I think that's something really good. And like the country in general is like super multicultural.
Oh yeah.
So that's something.
Oh yeah. You can see.
Amazing.
People,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I could never imagine that I was saying, oh, I have friends from India when
Yeah.
I was in Ecuador. I don't know, like, and then coming to Canada and say like I have friends from like all
All
over
over the world. Yeah.
Like when I'm graduated, like I know I can travel to different
Exactly.
places and just learn more about other cultures. So that's something that I'm really grateful.
Leaders are made like how? What do you think? Like everybody want to be a leader.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna interview you now. Like, what do you think? Like how leaders are made? People are like, oh, I want to be a leader.
I don't think it's just you saying that you want to be a leader. It's more like when you are willing to listen to people and work together. It's not like I'm gonna be a leader and everyone should do what I say.
Follow me.
Yeah, because I feel like then there's always gonna be like miscommunication there. But if you show that you want to be a leader and then you care about like your team and like their ideas and like listen to them and then also like show what you want them to do and work together.
That's what I study actually, leadership. Educational leadership, you learn about different leadership skills, and there are leaders like that. I am not saying no, but my team that I work with, VIU, it's like this. Like they listen to you, they gather all the ideas, and make like a best team. And I'm happy here, to be honest. So that's how I am right now in a leadership position, because you learn from others. I learn from you. I learn from him, and then you gather everything, and you slowly climb the ladder. So according to you?
That's why I think we have a healthy environment over here when it comes to like clubs. All the positions are given to people who have volunteered previously, so that they get to know, like they have an idea of what work needs to be done. They have done the work in the root cause, as well as they know how to counter it. So people who have volunteered in the past year, they'll be a better leader for the next year, because since they have done the work personally, they know how to get things done and stuff like that. And that's a very good culture over here, like promoting people, looking at their efforts, and they don't go in vain. Even if you do one single volunteer over here, if you are good at what you are doing, you'll still always be remembered. You'll be called back for the next event, and that's the way to shine. So I don't think leaders are born, they are brought up. So obviously, like there's no quality to be a leader. It's only the efforts that you give in. So anyone can be a leader over here. It's all about getting to know the work and how it should be done.
That's true.
Yeah, I totally agree. And what you were saying about how like leaders, they grow, like if they're in all the position, it's not like I want to be a leader and then you just be the leader. Like you have to know what everyone, like all the positions
Exactly.
before that.
Exactly.
So I think that's why
You have to know, like for example, I'm in your team. You have to know me personally, like how my feelings are. I mean, whether you're going to hurt me or not, and how, depending on that scenario.
How can I talk to you?
Exactly, exactly. You can't be rude to people, or sometimes you have to be harsh. It's certain situations, So how can you mold it? How can you mold yourself into a good leader? Like what he said, leaders are not born. It's so true. So, yeah.
And I also wanted to talk a little bit about your Create project. I know you guys worked. I don't remember the exact name, so maybe you can tell the name of your project and maybe give me like a gist of it for the people that didn't hear you.
It's a small story, so let me tell the story. Yeah, so it's like one day we were sitting. I mean, we like a group of people, we live together, so we talk and share all our research and stuff like that. So one day I was sitting and talking to Sid, like, what should I do for my thesis? So this is my dream. My dream is to build a school for the underprivileged students back home. So Sid is like, oh, that's a really good idea, and he's into MBA. So he's like, okay, so why can't we participate and create and form an artifact and poster presentation? Yeah,
two different.
exactly.
careers
It's
and into one.
interdisciplinary research. Like
Yes.
you'll find very few interdisciplinary research happening. So he, from his business side, he gave the idea, and from my educational side, we actually pitched in all the ideas. We never expected to win. We thought, okay, let's just go do this.
You just did it for passion.
Yeah,
because
it
you
was
wanted
just
to get your
yeah,
idea there and people.
yeah. So that's a research that I'm doing right now. How to build a innovative learning environment school for underprivileged students back home, back in India. So that's my thesis. So a lot of ideas we came up, the business ideas, how to construct a school or how much will it come up to, where to go and get the people who all to involve. That's his brain. Mine is the curriculum. How to do the, process, how to, we are planning to have children from 8 to 12 standard in a school. How can we, start up a school? And one school is going to be a free school. Free school is not like easy, right?
Yeah.
Now we get money from government and NGOs for 20 years? And
So the monetary funds we get is not really substantial, and you don't have security of it. Maybe 10 years, 20 years down the lane, the funds might stop. So our idea was, the main problem we were countering was, there are schools for the underprivileged. It's not that they don't have any facility in India, but they are not effective. We don't want to give them textbook education, but we want to make them ready for the outside world. Yeah. So child labor is a big problem in India, and people have tried to counter it, but it's really difficult. People even as young as 8 years old go for child labor in India. So the idea behind that is in order to give them life skills which they can utilize in the real life. So leadership skills which will actually help them in the real world. And in order to keep it substantial, my idea was to bring a Canadian school in the same NGO, so that the funds from the Canadian school goes to the underprivileged school, and the fund cycle keeps on rotating. So it's not dependent on one particular thing as someone's personal investment or an NGO. So having multiple sources of funds makes it independent of financial, gives it financial freedom, so that teachers don't have to worry about how to get funds into the school. They just focus on students' upliftment.
Yeah, and getting them the experience and for the real life.
Yeah, exactly. So there is a lot of textbook education in India, but it doesn't help you when you go to look for a job. When you go to look for a job, they are looking for skills. So that's our basic idea, to build skills in the school, so that there's another counter for it. We can even subsidize those learning. So suppose if some student wants to go to a carpentry education workshop, he will have to build a particular set of items, and then he'll be reimbursed for it. He'll be getting paid for it. So they don't have to go outside, do child labor.
work.
Yeah, which is frankly speaking, which is very under acknowledged. They get paid very little. They have to do a lot of work. In this, we can make sure that all their rights are not being violated. We have lot of directions, we have lot of safety procedures to make sure that they are doing everything in a controlled environment, but making sure that we make it sustainable for them as well, so that they don't have to attend school and then go back to work in the evening. And as she said, frankly speaking, we would like to have all the students in one school, but it's not practically possible. We would like to bring inclusion, but it's not possible right now. So in order to counter that, what we want to do is, we actually want to counter the disparity which is between the underprivileged and the privileged society. So if we can counter that disparity, there might come a day when there won't be any differentiation. So it would be free for them. So like maybe even for people from a middle class, they would choose to they would have the option to choose what kind of school their kids want to stay. So rather than giving them monetary help, we want to make them substantial and make them able to stand for their own. So, in order to give them their freedom, there's a lot of backlash currently going on. So that's why we chose 8 to 12, because that's the majority of population where students drop out of school and then go to work. Their parents, they feel like school is not beneficial for them. It's way better if they start working early so that they can become a successful career, but that's not true. Even if you start early doing some menial job, you're gonna get stuck there. There's not a lot of growth in there. So in here we can give them financial freedom, not just carpentry. There are a lot of different aspects. There's a school in Africa. What they did is they built up a bakery in the front of their school, which was connected to the highway. So the students would come, bake their own goods, and then it would be sold as, it gets sold automatically. So that brings up revenue for the students. So even the parents are happy, the students are happy, they are getting a good environment, they are being treated well, and they get paid for it.
Even in another continent, people are doing something like this. And it was really surprising, you know. Also, one of my professors, he's also doing same project in Africa, where they do the same thing, like teach the students to work, become a leader, and then sell their thing, and then give the money to the family so they can actually study. And kids who don't have transportation, they're living in forest areas. My professor was telling he started up a boat service. I was like shocked. It's around the world, dude. This is happening.
You're getting me actually really inspired with all the ideas. Like, I heard about your project, but I was not into like much about what it is. But
people are doing this really, everywhere around the world.
I think like even in my country would be like a good idea.
Oh, for sure.
Also, like,
for
child
sure.
labor, so
yeah, I know about this.
You
should think about it.
It's a really
connect me with some professors who are doing it, so you know we can actually become
can
like a world organization.
I think that'd be great. Just
so,
start small and then we can like grow.
Okay, people might think like why we are talking about our project, because this is where we build the leaders. The future leaders. And this is why we took this as our project and we are talking about it right now.
I think it's really cool that you bring two different like together.
It's actually after a long time in VIU, like that's what they said. They have never seen in Create interdisciplinary team coming up. So they really, management, they want to take it over when he is doing his research, you know, follow up with this thing. And
I think
it's a good idea. I mean, people should actually think about it.
People need to get more involved. Things.
It is possible. It is not like you're stuck in your own faculty. Just go outside. You know, just dream and
meet people and then bring ideas together.
Exactly. Sit, talk, and get it done.
So bad.
And ideas are always different when someone from education and someone from MBA come and sit together.
Did you have like any challenges or like problems while you were like trying to do this project?
Frankly, there's always conflicts of interest, but what I would say is having two perspectives gives you a larger view, so that you can have both the ideas and then you can think accordingly which will work in the real world. So obviously her thought of process and my thought of process is completely different. I'm money-minded.
I have ethics, exactly.
So
I'll be like, okay, no, we should not do this one. Close it out.
But the important part is once we got to sit together, that's when you see the importance of both. You require both of it in order to survive in the world. Exactly. So that's why I think our interdisciplinary is working out good up until now. Touch wood.
Touch it. Yeah.
And hopefully that will make it substantial, as well as keep it flowing for a longer period of time compared to like just relying on NGOs or some monetary support, in order to make it flawless and keep the money flowing among itself.
So the Create is one of the best platform to actually showcase your research. So people will be like, oh, I have not started my research. To be honest, I tell you something. When Create came last year, it happened in the month of April, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even start my research. We just did the brainstorming, came up with this idea, and we just did a poster, and there, voila.
Yeah.
We
'Cause
just
you are
submitted.
working on
Yeah,
that
because
right now.
last year, April, I was just completing my first year. Yeah, May was the last this thing. So I was just in my first year, just brought up my thesis and idea, created like a baby, and just put it out, and we won the best team presentation. So anything is possible. So Create is a platform where you can actually be yourself, show your leadership skills, be confident, and talk about your research. What is your dream? That's what I always say. What is your dream?
I think you need to find something that you're passionate in.
Exactly.
So then even if you're shy, but
Yeah.
like then you're showing something that you're really passionate
Exactly.
it can bring.
Yeah. You talk about it. This is my dream. This is my dream project, and this is what I want to do. It's
Yeah.
not that something you have done, you
Something
know.
that you want to do
Exactly.
and then you want to work and develop.
Yeah, but people who, for example, if I want to participate this year, then I will talk about what I did, what is the outcome from that, because I am doing my data analysis. So I'll be talking about that, like how many people sold this, and what we are going to do.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like Create is a good platform, but there's also, that's not the only one.
No,
There's
no,
more,
you.
So like you just need to.
Yeah,
get out
exactly,
there and
exactly. Just
get free.
don't just put your poster and run away. Just be in
Yeah.
front. There'll be so many people to come and talk to you who are interested, who will give you the idea. We have some professors who come forward and say that we are ready to come and teach in your school.
That's so
Oh, it
cool.
was amazing. We are ready to teach, right?
I mean, if you need someone, I don't know if I'm a good teacher.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
like, I will be
For
happy
sure,
to help
for
if you need
sure.
something.
We were
Maybe I
thinking,
could be part
yeah.
of the choir if you want to do some music.
Yeah.
I will.
And
I
digital
will
media,
help.
you know, that
Yeah,
is the
digital
next step,
media,
dude. This
showing
is
people how to
exactly.
like use a camera, use microphones.
We want the kids to go
do,
out.
like short films.
Yeah,
or
take them
things like
out
that.
and, you know.
I'll be happy.
Yeah. See,
Teach
we
my
got
stuff.
another person. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a teacher, but like I
No,
can,
we
I can
don't.
learn
We
and-
don't. We want passionate people. It's not like,
Yeah.
oh, you have to be like strict teacher, follow the methods. No, just love what you're doing. And if you love what you do and you want to share your knowledge,
Yeah.
come and be with us.
Yeah, I think I'll be really happy. Maybe
Yeah.
we can talk about
Just
that
for like a
later,
month
do
or something.
workshops
Yeah,
and things like
a
that.
month
I'll be
workshop, stuff like
happy.
that.
Yeah, so
That'd
I'll
be
be
awesome.
rooting for your school.
Yay! We got one person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got like different kinds of people in the Create event. We had elders come in, so the two elders who were present for the Create event, even they told us like teachers in this province, they get retired very early, while they have a lot to contribute among themselves. So even right now, there's a lot of teachers who go to Africa and those kind of continents. They'll go there, teach for a month for free, and then come back. So there's a lot of people who have abilities they want to contribute here. So we did get a lot of help who are people who are looking to support our idea. But it's right now it's at the stage that we need to look for the stepping stone for it.
Yeah,
So
logistics too.
yeah, in order to set it up. So our first idea right now is to get a piece of land,
Yeah.
and then we'll have to look for investors. So that's our first step currently. That's what we are looking for. But that's what she said. In Create, we just didn't get to present our award. We get a lot of different ideas. We got to meet a lot of different people who showed us ways how to go to these investors, how to get them attracted, how
Oh,
to
yeah, that's
like
true.
represent our idea. So I think that's the big step now, since we have the idea how to bring it to the real world. But still, we are getting a lot of help from the community, so we are thankful for it,
Yeah.
and we'll see how it goes.
And people ask like, why are you here in Canada, right?
Yeah, I asked you that.
Yeah, she asked me this question. Yeah, I'm here to learn culture from different people from around the world. Just travel, no matter what. This is what I've learned from my life experience. Travel, learn from others, take it back home.
Yeah,
So that's what we are going to do.
yeah, and I feel like something that you said, travel, like that's something really important.
Yeah,
and like
to be honest,
I
yes.
haven't traveled as much as I think you have traveled, but like every
should.
time that I travel, I learn something new, and that's why my family always like
Yeah.
like to travel since we were little. It's like we have to go there, experience different
Yeah,
cultures, and
yeah.
live in different countries is what helps you to understand other people. Like
Yes.
not just like hearing from them or like
Exactly.
reading or looking at videos. It's like you living there and
Exactly.
experience the culture.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm so happy that
Yeah.
we got together.
Same
and
here.
talk
Same
about
here. Thank you
all
so much for calling us.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
This was fun.
Yeah, I don't know if you have anything else that you want to add before we wrap up and say something that you want the community to hear and then they stick to themselves with that.
Oh, I would really, really like to thank VIU, all my faculty members, my friends, the community here is amazing. I mean, I was lost. I was lost when I came, and they really helped me. They pulled me up, you know, and I'm really, really grateful to be a part of this community, and I really want to thank them from the bottom of my heart. I've learned quite a lot from here, and I'll be taking it back home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to add something else as well?
Yeah, I'm really thankful. When I came to this place, I was just as timid as everyone else. But like getting into different kind of events, different kind of groups, and meeting all these seniors who went through what I went through. That's why
Yeah.
they were really helpful. They made sure like we had a good time, even in our first volunteers or first events which we attended.
Yeah.
They make sure to like hospitalize us better. So I'm really thankful for the community who made sure like it's an easy transition for all the people who are coming from different countries, coming
Yeah.
to a new culture, adapting to it, and making it fun while doing it.
Yeah,
That's true.
I agree.
That's
like,
VIU.
everyone,
I mean, no matter what,
yeah,
I do say that, right?
I
What about
agree.
you?
Yeah, I was gonna say like when I was in my country, everyone used to tell me I'm like a really shy person, like timid. But then
No.
I came here and I was like, "You're not shy." I was like,
No.
"What do you mean? You're like always outgoing." And I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm not that shy."
Nope, you're
And I
not.
guess I don't know if VIU brought that on me, like, because I feel like maybe I was shy in my country. I don't know now. Like that's what I used to think, but
Yeah.
now like I feel like I started volunteering, meeting people, and I just love like being involved in the community and be out there. Like I almost don't spend time in my house. Like I'm always out there. Like when I
Yeah,
talk to
exactly,
my
yeah.
grandma, she's like, you're always like every time I'm calling you, you're like in this event, this other event, you're organizing this, you're volunteering like in the radio, you're volunteering with like church, you're doing like all things. She's like, when do you have time to sleep? I was like, I like doing.
That's
this.
what I was
like,
thinking.
I get
When do you sleep?
yeah, well, that's a
Okay.
that's another problem. I don't need to sleep. That's how my grandma said, how do you get to do all these things? And I'm like, well, like she's like, there's only 24 hours.
Yeah, I
in a
know.
day. How do you get to do so many things? I was like, I just don't sleep, which is not that healthy.
I know.
But like I think I get the energy from like being and like helping in events and doing as much things as I can. And
Very
I've
true.
been like that since I was like 5. So
Wow,
it's something like I
okay.
think my personality is like
That's
that.
nice.
So yeah.
So one thing is like, don't expect anything when you give everything out there, right?
Yeah,
That's what
don't do
don't do.
something to like feel like you are gonna get
Get something in
return.
return.
Just do it because you want to
Exactly.
like support the community. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first stage of leadership. That if you really want to climb, if you really want to be someone or put your name out there, that's the first thing. Don't expect anything. Just give your best. That's it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and thank you
Thank you.
everyone for
Thank
watching
you.
this episode. I hope you really enjoyed, and
We hope.
yeah,
We hope that
talk
you
a lot
liked it.
about
Yeah.
leadership, and make sure you volunteer as much
Yes.
as you can, please.
And please attend all the workshops. Just be around the campus and outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many events are coming up. Summer is gonna come soon.
Yeah.
And
There's gonna be also Vancouver Island
yeah.
conference in March
Yeah.
2nd. So please make sure you register for that.
Yes.
And I'm gonna leave the social media somewhere here. I don't know exactly where I have space to leave the social media handles for like the nav. So
I
we'll
know.
see somewhere here.
Yeah.
And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.